Off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Slot man moves right. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Lions 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush your passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, it's caught. Mitchell finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Play action. It's gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Pull it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the option right, it's Goff. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
That's a good second. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Lions 7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
83 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion right is Thomas.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They snap it to Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Goff. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Go, 76! 76!
Now Goff. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They hand off to their big tight end. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Goff now looks to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Slide for the PAT.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Lions 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken from about the 12.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hold on. Texas.
The slot man in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They juked him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Goff.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. In motion right is Hopkins. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Gibson, gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. I'm not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run left with Pollard.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pollard going to try the right side. And some room to run now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. ensued.
And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third and long. It's gone. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down inside the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Hopkins, the man in motion right. On third down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Going to run again here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 35, Lions 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Hell, you won! Hey, let's go.
Play action. It's gone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slot man moves right. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hold on. Check. Listen. Tiger.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Obama. Get 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Hey, Shell.
Goff. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside?
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards. Now Goff on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Louis. Hey, lift.
Goff throwing again. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game.